This video is brought to you by Ridge Wallet, a slim front pocket wallet available in carbon fiber and titanium. With more than 250,000 sold, a lifetime guarantee and free shipping, get 10% off with the code GOLDFISH at ridgewallet.com.
Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another Instant Deck Tech. So as you know, Thursday means it's Fishbowl Thursday here in Instant Deck Tech Land, and we have a super sweet combo list to check out today. This is Narset combo for Modern, and it comes to us from Turn 2 Stormcrow. So congrats to Turn 2 Stormcrow, and thank you for submitting a super cool deck. If you'd like your own deck considered for a future Fishbowl Thursday, make sure to leave a link in the comments, or you can email me, saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. Anyway, let's talk Narset combo for Modern. And Narset combo, as the name suggests, starts off with Narset Enlightened Master. So Narset is kind of underpowered as far as stats. 6 mana 3/2. You do get First Strike and Hexproof, which is nice, so it's not going to just die to removal. The big payoff here is that when Narset attacks, you get to exile the top 4 cards to your library until end of turn. You can cast any non-creature spells without paying their mana cost, and that's the ability we're looking to use. In our deck, we are trying to get a Narset on the battlefield with haste and attacking maybe on turn 1, turn 2, somewhere in that range, and hopefully just kill our opponent with it by using that free casting ability and exiling a ton of cards in our library. So to get Narset on the battlefield, we have some really interesting techniques. First off, Serum Powder and Gemstone Caverns, and this deck, according to Turn 2 Stormcrow, you always want to choose to go last because of Gemstone Caverns, because one of the ways that we can get Narset into our graveyard, which is how we need to do it to actually get her on the battlefield, because we're on the reanimation plan. But one of the ways to do that is by getting her first into exile. So Serum Powder just exiles our entire hand, lets us draw a new one if we happen to have it in our opening 7. Gemstone Caverns lets us exile a card from our hand and gives us an extra land, which is really nice. And then once we get Narset into exile, we can use Pull from Eternity for just 1 mana to get Narset into the graveyard to set up the reanimation kill. So that's step 1. Step 2 is we can do it the old-fashioned way. We do have Faithless Looting. We can also even discard Narset to hand size if we really have to, which is another benefit of choosing to be on the draw rather than on the play. We draw for our turn, go up to 8 cards. We can just pass, discard Narset, because that's the plan of the deck. We are not going to win fairly. We got to get that Narset in the graveyard one way or another. So let's assume we do step 1. We get Narset into the graveyard, whether it be by exiling it and Pull from Tomorrow's or Faithless Looting or whatever, but we managed to pull that part off. What is the next step? And the next step is Goryo's Vengeance. So Goryo's Vengeance, of course, 2 mana, reanimates a legend, which Narset is, gains haste, gets exiled end of turn, doesn't matter, because once we exile Narset, we are planning on just winning the game right away. So in theory, we can do this on turn 1 if we get a really, really crazy draw with a bunch of Simian Spirit Guides. Turn 2, turn 3, probably more likely. And the only way we can really win the game is by Goryo's Vengeancing a Narset. So along with Goryo's Vengeance, we have 4 Spoils of the Vault and 1 Plunge into Darkness. So we essentially have 9 copies of Goryo's Vengeance. Of course, we can use these cards to find other things as well if we need to, but the main plan is to name Goryo's Vengeance, find Goryo's Vengeance, get back Narset, win the game. So Spoils, yes, maybe it'll kill us, but we're playing a high-risk, high-reward strategy. The reward is we can just win games as early as turn 1 or turn 2, so the risk that we might kill ourselves sometimes is worth it in this deck. Plunge, just kind of a backup Spoils of the Vault. So once we pull off our combo, Narset in the graveyard one way or another, Goryo's Vengeance in our hand, cast it one way or another, then we set about winning the game with our Narset attack. So how do you win the game in 1 turn with Narset? Well, first off, we have a bunch of extra attack step spells. So Narset triggers when she attacks to look at those 4 cards. So we have 9 cards that give us an extra attack step. Savage Beating, Fury of the Horde, also Relentless Assault. So these cards just let us spin again with Narset. We attack, we look at 4 cards, hopefully get at least 1 of these, maybe more of these, and then we get to attack again. We look at 4 more cards, keep going and going and going. So just keep cycling through our deck, casting everything for free with Narset. Then we have Brilliant Ultimatum, which lets us cast multiple cards cards for free when we hit it with Narset because our opponent splits them into piles. We're likely going to get like 2 cards, maybe even 3 cards. If it's 1 card, it's going to be a really, really good card, like a guaranteed free spin with Narset. And then for finally winning the game, I mean, we can't just keep attacking with Narset if that works. We also have Enter the Infinite to just draw our entire deck, Omniscience to let us cast all our stuff for free, and since these are non-creatures, we can cast them with Narset when we hit them, or cast them with Brilliant Ultimatum. And then if we get our whole deck and get our Omniscience on the battlefield, then we have a single Emrakul the Eon Storm to take an extra turn and just win during the extra turn with Narset and Emrakul. So a pretty guaranteed way to finish off the game. Plus, Emrakul gives us a backup reanimation target. While Narset is definitely our focus, we can just Faithless Looting, discard Emrakul, reanimate it with Goryo's Vengeance, annihilate our opponent that way. So that's the plan of the deck. Narset in the graveyard, somehow. Goryo's Vengeance in our hand, reanimating Narset somehow. And then just going to town with casting all of our stuff for free with Narset. As far as the mana base, Gemstone Caverns, Gemstone Mine, Mana Confluence just give us ways to add mana of any color, which our deck is crazy color-wise. We only have 12 lands, which is to reduce fizzling, so we are not going to be casting Emrakul, ever. We're not even likely to ever hardcast in Narset, so we are all in on the reanimation plan with these 12 lands. Sideboard, Leyline of Sanctity, Commandeer, just give us ways to protect our combo. One of the ways we can get got is by discard spells, especially if our opponent's on the play, they take our Goryo's Vengeance and we're very sad. Leyline prevents that. Commandeer, kind of a free counter spell. Then we have a bunch of ways to protect Narset while attacking. Dolem's Gate, really hilarious. 2 mana prevents all combat damage that would beat out to attacking creatures we control, which means even if our opponent somehow gets down a Tarmogoyf that would just block and kill our Narset, we can still just keep attacking, no damage being dealt to Narset. Shining Shoal, kind of one-shot protection. Slaughter Pack gives us a way to kill a blocker. Echoing Truth can get rid of Graveyard Hate. Ravenous Trap, and that is Narset combo for Modern. And that's better Instant Deck for today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Oh yeah, if you got your own Fishbowl Thursday deck, again, leave it in the comments. Send me that email, ZevranOlive@mtggoldfish.com. Anyway, that does it for today. I will talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.